This is news on WIDERmedia and I'm Mahima Wider.
Following the passage of the E-Levy Amendment Bill 2025 in Parliament on Tuesday, June 3, 2025, some Ghanaians, including experts, have harshly criticized the government for introducing a new tax despite promising not to do so. One of them happens to be Dr. John Abdul Jinapo, who explained that the levy aims at raising additional revenue to address energy sector debts and unstable power supply issues affecting Ghanaians. He later went on to say that the One Ghana levy on petroleum products is meant to fund liquid fuel purchase, as government requires over $1 billion in 2025 to procure liquid fuel. The executive director of Center for Environment and Sustainable Energy, Benjamin Insia, who has also sharply criticized the government's new approved One Ghana fuel levy, describing it as a regressive tax measure that unfairly burdens the consumers and fails to address the root cause of Ghana's persistent energy sector challenges.
The Ghana Road Transport Union (GPRTU) has voiced strong dissatisfaction with the government over its recent decision to increase the energy sector levy by 1 Ghana cedi per litre of fuel, describing it as a betrayal, particularly following an agreed 15% reduction in transport fares. According to the union, the increase in levy is deeply troubling, especially as it comes just days after drivers across the country implemented the fare cut. The GPRTU has issued a warning that it may stage a nationwide strike should the government fail to address the issue by June 3, 2025.
This levy, which is coming on the heels of the recent reduction in transport fares, will significantly increase operational costs, resulting in loss of income, which will affect our livelihood and the general public. In the event that our call is not heeded to, we will be compelled to take industrial action and park our vehicles on June 10th, 2025.
This is what President John Dramani Mahama and Ato Forsen, Minister of Finance, had to say about the Dumsor levy.
Recommendation to boldly tackle the crisis in the energy sector. Parliament yesterday approved an amendment to the Energy Sector Levies Act and the Certificate of Urgency, introducing a 1 Ghana cedi increase in the energy sector recovery levy. This decision, though difficult, is necessary and justifiable. The additional revenue projected is 5.7 billion cedis annually. This revenue will be strictly ring-fenced to pay down legacy energy debt, finance ongoing fuel purchase, and avert the risk of recurring power shortages. Funds from this levy will not be subject to the hazards of the consolidated fund. The fund will be regularly audited and audit reports made public to ensure its transparent use. While initially much of this revenue will go into the purchase of fuel to ensure stable supply of electricity, with the ongoing developments in the upstream sector, we expect to receive more gas from our E&I Sankofa and Jubilee and 10 fields. With also the assurance of additional gas through the West African gas pipeline, we expect to substantially reduce the use of liquid fuels in our energy mix. At that stage, the resources generated by this increased levy will be channeled to pay down accumulated legacy debts in the power sector. With the recent gains in macro stability and strengthening of the Ghanaian cedi, this levy is not expected to result in any immediate fuel price increases at the pump. We are fully aware of the burden this will place on households and businesses, but I want to assure Ghanaians that this decision was not taken lightly.
The shortfall of 1 cedi to fix the energy sector shortfalls. Mr. Speaker, there will still be no increase on fuel prices. We will see no increase. Rather, we will see a marginal reduction.
Let's listen to what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia also had to say concerning the Dumsor levy, calling the NDC liars.
cedis of petrol, ubetua 83 cedis. 80. And this is for Omuchan Trobebre. Every day, Obiehu Etra Omucha. And Rana Jo, someone in Amo, Omodi Dumsor Levy Aba. Dumsor Levy. Dumsor Levy. So first, almost E-Levy. Nayedi Aba. Omobeyi E-Levy, no Omobeyi. And then Omodi Dumsor Levy Aba. It is 8 times the E-Levy. Omo Suswan Yo. And then uto 1 liter of petrol, 1 cedi na ubetia. Uto 1,000 cedis of petrol, ubetia 83 cedis. 83 cedis as tax. E-Levy no usende obi 1,000 momwa, ubetia 10 cedis. Omu and then ubetia 4,000, ubetia 83 cedis for fuel. We nimina more beba. By the time you be do 2028 no Ghana nyina be hu se umutwa ntro bebre mimi gidi se umubeka nkire se yensamba bio embafa aban no ensiesie Ghana.
Speaking in the same vein, energy analyst Kojopoku, while reacting to this development, said the government was charging more than 1 Ghana cedis announced. He averred that the government was charging 2 Ghana cedis per litre. Speaking on Joy News AM show, Poku explained that the combined impact of existing and new levies add up to almost 2 cedis on each litre of petrol and diesel. The co-chair of Ghana's Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, Dr. Steve Matthew, has raised the red flag over government's proposed amendment of energy sector levy, warning that the move could have unintended consequences on the economy and consumers. According to him, the amendment lacks a strong accountability framework, and this could lead to an increase in transport fares and food prices, undercutting the government's effort to stabilize the economy. He suggested that the 1 Ghana price be reviewed downwards to 25 pesos per litre to minimize its economic impact.
What are your thoughts on this? Share it in the comment section. Don't forget, this is WIDERmedia News, and I am Ohima Wider. Follow and like me. Thank you.